physical and highly intensified.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Thompson. Shoots over Oubre. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Grimes, guarded by Green. Embiid inside, working on Thompson.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Van Vliet kicks to Brooks. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now, here is George. Shot clock at 6. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, George is a tough cover with length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And so he hits both. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Green. On the wing, Brooks. Thompson outside. To the inside. And the rejection by Embiid.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
George finds Oubre. Brooks against George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Just need to get off a shot. Oubre can't get it to go. Van Vliet against Maxey. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Screen by Şengün. Van Vliet against Maxey. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The 76ers lead. Here's Grimes. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. George, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside, Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Maxey passes to Grimes. Back to Maxey. Embiid against Şengün. 7-foot shot. Embiid, no good. The Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. From 11 feet away, it's hauled in by the 76ers.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's Grimes, guarded by Green. The 3 from George. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
It's a big part of Georgia's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet looking around. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And there's the strength and determination Van Vliet's known for. He battles nonstop.
Clark, famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Back to Thompson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. The 76ers trail by 3. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. On defense, Houston. It's a three-point game. Maxey against Van Vliet. Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, one thing about Maxey, he was just born to score. This guy is a bucket getter.
Pass to Green. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Van Vliet outside. Just 5 on the clock. Oubre pulls it in.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Grimes. The 3. And they get it back. Here's Maxey. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Hustle points, extra effort points from Maxey. Love seeing that.
Van Vliet against Maxey. Out to Thompson. Launches a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now Oubre. Still scoreless. Maxey with the screen on Brooks. George, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 1. Şengün, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Şengün's got his second bucket of the game to go. Brooks against George. From outside the arc. And no good. Rockets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. Pulls from the top of the key. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Yabusele, he's checked in for Embiid. And a change for the Rockets. Smith has checked in. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside, Green. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. From From the arc. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers trail. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Thompson. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And the 76ers making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Smith, left side. Pass to Green. To the wing right side. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Green. And the Rockets lead by 1. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's McCain. Whitmore defending. Another miss by Philadelphia. Rockets have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Smith finds Whitmore. With the drive, an easy 2 points on the layup. And now a 3-point Houston lead.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Here's McCain. Whitmore defending. Pass to Bona. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards drives in. Here's McCain. Nice shot from the wing.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Rockets have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Whitmore with it. And it goes down 2 points.
And he might be a rookie, but Whitmore can play some bully ball. He will get it inside and be as physical as anybody.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 6. He takes it in. Off target at the rim. Houston leading by 3. Green deciding where to go with it. Adams sets the pick for Whitmore. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Butler comes in for Maxey. Butler passes to Embiid. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rockets with the rebound. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Another miss by Houston. The 76ers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Second free throw, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Eason. The kick out to Holiday. Screen by Şengün. Holiday goes in, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Free throw, good, Holiday. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Embiid with it. Count that one.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Fires from way outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point. Here's Holiday after the made shot from Joel Embiid. To the middle. And then Smith with the dunk.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Butler against Holiday. Pass to McCain. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets leading by 4. To the paint. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Butler against Holiday. Now Embiid. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Now, here's Şengün. Shot clock at 5. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 6. A nice shot by McCain.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Whitmore. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Eason against it to the inside. Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Smith. Holiday defended by Butler. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Smith. Holiday's got the lead up to 6 now for Houston. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
The blend of size and skill makes Embiid so hard to defend, and as a result, most of the time he draws fouls.
The first one falls, and Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around, and he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Rockets leading by 4. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. He was all alone on that one. Smith's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
And here are the 76ers now. 7-point differential. Here's McCain, covered by Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. Embiid, the pass to Grimes. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Rockets leading by 7. Now here's Van Vliet. Smith scanning the floor. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Philadelphia ball.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Oubre. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Grimes. He has yet to score. Eason grabs the board. Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Smith, the pass to Eason. Şengün with the bucket. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Oubre on the wing. Over Eason. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Yes, that goes in. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Dillon Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Jabari Smith. Here's Grimes. Will it go? Embiid. Oh, muscling it home. Embiid.
Pick and roll comes fairly easily to Embiid. Taking what the defense gives him, he's a pretty intelligent baller.
Brooks outside. Pass to Green. Some nice passing there by Houston. Thompson sets the pick for Van Vliet. Thompson inside, covered by Oubre. The shot by Thompson, no good. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 9 points. It's George on the wing. The 3 finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Now here's Van Vliet. Rebound by the 76ers. James passes to George. Feed with the screen on Brooks. And here's George for three. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Green kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Green. Brooks outside. The Rockets with another miss. The 76ers trail by 6. Oubre passes to Maxey. It's George on the wing. Puts up a deep 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Green. Inside, here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Good vision that time from Green and anticipation. Kind of knew where his teammate was going to be.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Smith checked in for Houston. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there to him. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
That's why you give Maxey freedom to do his thing, because he's terrific at creating for himself.
Outside, Green, and it's Brooks in the corner. Thompson outside, lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound, kicks it out to Van Vliet. Thompson sets the pick for Van Vliet to the middle. Clock at 6. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on George.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
And so it's Houston with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Here's Brooks after the Sixers pick up 2. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Oubre's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Maxey passes to George.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics, because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
Rockets leading by 7. Van Vliet finds Thompson. They kick it out to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Oubre outside. Back to George. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Maxey. And the rejection by Smith.
You can tell Smith really relishes being a force on defense. Blocks like that will help him anchor himself at that end of the floor.
Now here's Thompson with a screen on Oubre. Shot from 12. Thompson misses. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Maxey passes to George. Back to Maxey. Going inside, and he banks in the layup. Maxey's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expect. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Get ready for the Fed half-court shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so here is Philadelphia. 8-point game. Oubre out there with Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Van Vliet kicks to Thompson. Looking to get it going. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. George against Brooks. George looking around. 5 on the clock. Over Brooks. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from George. The Rockets shooting well. 50% from the floor. Thompson passes to Şengün. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Pass to Van Vliet. Takes a 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
The first free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Rockets leading by 7. Van Vliet up top. He's covered by Maxey. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 8th assist here tonight. 76ers shooting 43% for the game. Oubre outside. Out left to the wing. George with no one around. Hits it from 3-point range. George has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, George is unstoppable when he puts it all together like this.
Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Van Vliet's got 7 points in the game.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. The 76ers trail by 8. Pass to Embiid. Maxey against Van Vliet. Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him.
Maxey taking up that airspace, doing a nice job just bouncing off the floor there.
Rockets leading by 6. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Van Vliet with the bucket.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Outside, George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Embiid.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Green kicks to Brooks. Thompson, a screen on Oubre. Back to Green. "20 feet out. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Crosses with the bucket.
Well, Maxey continues improving as a facilitator, finding these opportunities to get the ball moving.
Houston leading by 5. And here is Van Vliet. 10 points for him. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. And another 3 for Houston.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's George for 3. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10. Brooks finds Van Vliet. Şengün with a screen on Maxey. Back to Brooks. Pass to Green. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Oubre's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. Grimes passes to Oubre. And here's George for 3. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And sometimes with George, it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face or he'll drain it.
Van Vliet kicks to Thompson. Outside, Green. Embiid with the steal. Thompson against Oubre. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And there it is for him. Now just a 3-point Houston lead.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And a change for the Rockets. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Van Vliet passes to Eason. Thompson outside. Maxey against Van Vliet from about 19 feet. Yep, it counts. Van Vliet's got 10 points here in the second half.
And I like Van Vliet's shot selection. Terrific at looking to score when he sees the opportunity.
Embiid against Şengün. A crossover out to the right wing. Here's Yabusele. Tries again. Embiid. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
Hey, and when you neglect to box Embiid out, you pay the price. His athleticism, impressive.
Şengün against Embiid. Şengün kicks to Van Vliet. Plenty of space. And that one is good. Van Vliet's got 17 now. Here's Maxey. 12 points for him. Shoots over Van Vliet. Şengün with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And terrific hustle from Van Vliet in transition, getting up court fast to finish the fast break.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. Oubre, a screen on Thompson. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Nice shot by Yabusele.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Şengün against Embiid. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Şengün. Van Vliet's got 21.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Grimes passes to Embiid. Embiid knocks it home from distance.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Van Vliet outside. Tries from the block, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 23.
Unstoppable. He has got it on automatic out there.
And, you know, the defensive effort is not bad. They're doing the best they can, but he's been simply too much for him.
Back to Maxey. The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Smith checked in for Şengün. And it's Whitmore in for Thompson. Van Vliet passes to Smith. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Eason. And the 3 off target. The 76ers trail by 4. Bounce pass Maxey. Maxey on the wing. The 3 ball. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
Outside Green. There's the triple. The rebound by Yabusele. Philadelphia's going outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Pass to Bona. Good. And the 76ers lead by 1 as we approach the 4th quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
One shot on the way. And McCain pulls it down. The 76ers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Outside, Maxey. Edwards looking it over. Outside, Maxey shoots it. And it's good off the back rim and in. Maxey's got the lead up to 3 now for Philadelphia. Van Vliet sets the pick for Green. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And can't jump at that if you're the defense because Smith looking to draw the foul every time.
Adams, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Good on both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's McCain. Whitmore defending, buries it down low.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
It's deflected to the paint. Adams finds Whitmore. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now it's still without a basket. Pass to Bona. Maxey against Eason. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant, but it's improvement nonetheless.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And Green puts up a deep 3. No good, shot missing. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Rockets trail by 4. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Holiday in at the point. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
From deep. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Embiid. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Nothing new for Embiid here. Going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the course.
To the middle. Embiid with the steal. Outside Edwards. Inside. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to Yabusele. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. Embiid
against Şengün. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 8 points for Şengün.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
Butler feeling out a bit. Embiid gets to Yabusele. Edwards against Eason. Pass to McCain. From outside, off the mark. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Şengün. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Yabusele. And he bangs it home with one hand.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Here's McCain. Whitmore defending. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edwards. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. Butler against VanVleet. To the paint. Here's Yabusele. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Houston making a switch. Holiday's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Evan?
Thanks so much, David. Embiid. That shot misses. Great defense that time from Şengün. Here's Smith. That's short off the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Grimes passes to Butler. Şengün against Embiid, and it's in there. Embiid's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Eason, a screen on Butler. Near the three-point line, it's VanVleet. Money from the wing. VanVleet's got 25 points in the game. The 76ers leading by 6. Outside Butler. Pass to Yabusele. Back to Butler. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside Holiday. High arcing shot. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Yabusele. Şengün covering. Here's Grimes. It's rebounded by Şengün. It's trailed by 6. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game.
And Smith already understands you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
Pass to Grimes. Embiid is at the elbow. Here's McCain. Jacks up a 3. Traps in the tray. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Nice job finding the open teammate that time. What a pass right there from Embiid.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. VanVleet's got 5 points now this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Embiid. Over Şengün. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 14 points here in the second half. Holiday with it. Down low and stolen by Butler. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Grimes. Oh, good on the 3. Rockets trail by 6. To the inside. Here's Şengün. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
That one on Embiid.
Hey, for a big like Şengün, you need that pump fake in your arsenal.
First free throw is good. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Embiid inside. Şengün's there. Embiid, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Thompson passes to Brooks. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pass to Şengün. Great D that time from Oubre. 76ers have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Brooks against George. Embiid sets the pick for George. And good! He nails it. George has got 19 points. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet outside. And it's sent back by George.
George is versatile defensively, can guard multiple positions, and that versatility allows him to block some shots, too.
And he pulls off the Houdini to bait that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Maxey against Van Vliet. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And he can extend the lead to double digits. Rockets trail by 8. Thompson is double. Here's Van Vliet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a shoot-first point guard, Van Vliet understands how to get defenders to foul him when taking shots.
Fred Van Vliet taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
Key makes. They needed all of them.
The 76ers leading by 6. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, George. 4 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Now here's Green. Pass to Van Vliet. A minute 20 left in the game. And it's Brooks in the corner. Thompson looking for an opening. Fires it up. Another miss by Houston. The 76ers shoot about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Here's Maxey. And here's Embiid. And it's blocked by Şengün.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
Here's Van Vliet. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Great poise from Van Vliet there, shrugging off the pressure and just taking that shot.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
Hines passes to Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his third. And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And that timeout by Coach. Same page here. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green finds Van Vliet. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
And Maxey really just does everything for his team. A selfless young player.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 6. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Here's Brooks over George. It's in!
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
15 foul. At the line for 2, Quentin Ryan.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Green from deep 3-point territory. Offline. So the 76ers win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Hey, thanks very much, Joel. Quality night offensively. How do you evaluate your performance?
Efficiency-wise, I've been struggling a little bit lately, so, this game was about just letting the game come to me. And I felt like I did. My teammates found me. We got through it. We got the win. That's the most important thing.